So once more, welcome to the TWISIT webinar for the clubs affiliated to the Belgian Flying Disc Federation. In this webinar, we'll give you a brief introduction on why the Federation has chosen to partner up with us, what is TWISIT as a platform, how do you get started as a club with a focus on club and membership administration, and we'll also give you a brief intro on how we support you and what are the other options for you as a club in our platform. The reason why we are here tonight is because the BFDF was looking for an appropriate answer to future plans around digitization. So they chose TWISIT as a software solution partner for membership administration, communication and finance. In doing so, the Federation wishes not only to digitalize its own internal operations, but also provide affiliated clubs with the necessary digital tools to support club operations and by extension, the whole sporting experience. The answer is TWISIT. TWISIT is a total concept with a wide range of functionalities for clubs and federation. It's an online solution that centralizes the administration, communication and finance of each membership organization. In this way, we professionalize and simplify the operations of your club and we save time for everybody who is involved. It means that all parties are connected through one platform. On the one hand, we have the Federation, who have their own autonomous platform where they have a membership administration that is fed by the administration that you are doing in the club. And they have their own management about planning, communication, invoicing, etc. Next to that, there is the autonomous platform for each club. So you as a club will have your own platform and you can put the settings according to the needs of your club. All functionalities are available, so you can do the club management, membership management, communication and finance all within your club. The members of your club will have one application that will be a one-stop source for all information, both from federation and club. And the application is accessible for both members and non-members. So you decide, you have the key in hand, who has access to your platform and which information they get to see in the application. How to get started? That's the most important question in this webinar, of course. First, we need to log in and then we will focus on the club management and the member management. Other tools that will be used in TWISIT can be treated later. The most important is to get into the platform, of course. So by this evening or tomorrow, you will receive an email from the Federation. So all people who have been signed in as club administrator, they will receive a TWISIT invitation by email. And it's very easy. You click on the link in the email to choose a login and password, and then you will see the screens that we will show in the demonstration in a few minutes from now. If you didn't get an email or you have forgot your password, you can go to app.twisit.com, click the register here button, enter your club name, enter your name or email, and then request a login. That will generate a small email, which brings you to the left box of the screen, and you can follow all the steps in the email to access your TWISIT platform. If you didn't find an email or no matching club was found, we suggest you contact the Federation directly and they can help you out. Once you have logged in, you enter the application. You arrive on the homepage of the My TWISIT. So this is everything your members will see as well once they log in to the platform. To be clear, for now, you have only been invited as an administrator. It's up to you whether you will invite your club members to use the platform and when you will invite them. The TWISIT homepage is fed with Federation news, and you are also able to add your club news to this page. These are all the modules your members will have access to, but today we will focus on the Manage tab, where the only access is for you, for the club administrator. We will focus on the CRM and Manage Club modules and go briefly through the other functionalities of the platform that the Federation has activated for you. In the CRM module, it's the Contact Relationship Management module. You find an overview of all your contacts and members. It's the heart of your organization. In this module, you'll be able to add contacts. For now, we have received lists from the federation with all your current members. So when you receive the login after this meeting, you will find a list of all your members that are known at the federation for the moment. If someone is missing, or if in the future members will join your club, you will be able to add members through this plus button. You add one contact, you give a first name, for example, John Doe, and we save the contact. In the contact profile, you can add all specific information. You can edit the profile at all times. Members can also do it themselves. And you see here a block with memberships. This allows you to add memberships, and there you have the option to add a membership only for the club, only for the federation, or for both. This is one of the functionalities that shows that the platform is autonomous. You are able to manage your own memberships for the club apart from the federation. In most cases, a member of your club will also be a member of the federation, so you will choose the upper option. You choose first which membership type is applicable for your club, and then you add the membership for the federation. You see that a few fields are mandatory. In this case, it's date of birth and discipline. We have not entered a birth date for John, so we will have him born on the 1st of January 2000. We save the changes, and then we can add the membership for club and federation. Discipline is also a required field, so we select the disciplines, could be 2, could be 1, and we request the membership. You see that the membership for the club is automatically activated and that the standard membership at the federation is a pending request. The requests are treated automatically, so when we refresh the page in 1 or 2 minutes, the membership will automatically be updated. If you want to make a change, you can always change or end the memberships at the club. At the federation, you can remove the request. Once it's treated, you will also be able to edit the membership. It's not possible to end a membership at the federation during the current season. So in the case a membership ends their membership, you can contact the federation, or you can wait until the season expires and then the membership will automatically expire as well. To renew the memberships in function of a next season, we have developed the membership tab. There you find an overview of all the memberships. So a contact with more memberships, one at the club and one at the federation, will appear 2 times in this list. If you want to renew the members at the federation at the end of the season, you can use the filter option here at the right top of the screen and filter on the federation memberships. You select all the people with a current membership or with a particular end date. You search them. These are 5 results, and then you can have a bulk action to copy and renew the memberships to the next season 23-24, which will be made available by the federation over summer. If we look at our contacts, contact John Doe has now a current membership which we have added. It has been automatically treated by the federation, and you see that it can only be changed but not ended. Another tab under the contacts is the license requests. Here you have an overview of all the pending things, and requests are also shown, and under the processed request we see that the membership for John Doe has been approved here automatically, so you see all the requests that you have made. In the past, for example, Christophe, he has edited his contact details. Also, these requests are processed automatically, but in this way you keep track of what has been provided to the federation, what has been treated by the federation. For your information, we said the platform is autonomous for the club. We provide only information to the federation of active members. In case a member is no longer a member at your club, but you want to save the information to keep contact with your ex-members, for example, then you can update all the information, but the information will only be updated towards the federation for contacts with an active membership with the federation. In CRM, this is the basic view, a profile pic with the name and the first name. You can play with the toggle column button to add, for example, other information like date of birth or who has a membership with the club and with the federation. This can be applied, and then you can see what are the membership types. At the top right, there is also a filter icon that you can use to filter on all possible details, as long as they are in Twisit, of course. A filter that you apply often can be saved, given a name, and then it will apply here under your saved filters. These are the basic functionalities of the CRM. It's an important tool to have a link between your club and the federation to keep both your administrations up to date. So this is a really important functionality. Other tabs, families, companies, and resources are nice to have for your club. You can discover it with the help of our online documentation. I will show you where that is later on. But this contact tab and membership tabs, these will be the most used tools of your CRM. Another important tool is the Manage Club modality. Here you have an overview of your club details. We received detailed lists from the federation, so all the information should be correct, but it's always nice if you revise your details here in case there is a typo or if there is something missing. You can edit your club information, and this information will also be provided to the federation. The Contact tab is a way to show to the federation who is in charge of your club. You can add president, secretary, other contacts by the Add Contact button. All the functions that are relevant for the federation are listed here, and then you can assign the contacts in your club by typing their name, for example, Christophe. He can be added for your club as the necessary function. In this way, the federation knows whom to contact in case they want to contact all the presidents, all the secretaries, all the treasurers, etc. The Membership tab gives you just an overview, a graph of all the members, the evolution of your members with the federation. And the Invoice tab will give you an overview of the outstanding invoices at the federation. If you have questions by now with these two models, you can always ask them in the Q&A section of this Teams meeting. We move on with the dashboard with other options in the Manage section. When you click on the Manage section, you end up automatically in the dashboard. The dashboard is a personal view of a few key figures of the club. It's you can configure it like every administrator can set this with the numbers that are of your interest. So according to the function you have in the club, you can select the widgets that are of interest for you. More important, here at the right top, there is a status of the federation. So in case you have any pending memberships, pending invoices, it will be shown here. Now we see everything is fine, so no action is required for the federation, for your club. Twisit News is something that we share, all the updates we do, major changes, tips to get more out of your platform. We share it with a newsletter that you get by email, but you can always see it here in your Twisit News section. In the dashboard, there is also a Report tab that will allow you, over the years, when you have been a Twisit user for more years, to see the evolution of your members at your club or at the federation, and it will allow you to see whether your club is growing, less growing, increasing, decreasing, or with age categories. You will have a lot of filter options to see the evolution of your club. If you want to dive deeper into Twisit already, you can already check out the Manage Group function. Manage Group is the place where you can set your teams. So for example, you create a team, a training team, we call it team 1 short name, and it's an adult team for this season. You save the option and then you are able to add contacts. For example, John Doe is a player in this group, and then you can add all the functions in this way. You have seen that you can also link your teams to the federation. This will be applicable a little bit later on. At this time, the federation is still collecting the subscriptions for the outdoor competition. They are being processed outside of Twizzit, so over the next month we will process them, we will put them in Twizzit, and then the federation will keep you posted on how to link your teams correctly and provide your player roster to the federation correctly through Twizzit, but more instructions will follow later. In the meantime, you can already put your trainings teams together, perhaps already put your competition teams together, and create an agenda for them. In the agenda, you are able to add your trainings, always the plus sign at the right bottom of the page. You can add training for your team, a repetition that works just like in Outlook or in Google. It ends after 10 times or on a particular date every Tuesday. If a training is not going on because of a holiday or bank holiday, you can unclick it and there will be no training shown in the agenda on that date. So this is a very intuitive tool. You can link your groups, for example, the training group that we have created. You can link other contacts if other contacts are needed, a trainer, for example, at the activity. And then you can add additional information and save the activity. Your training is saved in the agenda. You can change the background color in the settings. I will also show you the setting tab later on so that it's better readable. But this is how you will proceed with your agenda. We have more information about these modules in our Help Center. I will show you also later on where to consult that. These 4 modules are the core of your club administration, as it's shown here. It's the administration tab. There are also a lot of advanced functionalities for the communication, such as forms. If you want to organize a big event on your club, or you want to have a web shop for club outfits, if you want to organize an Easter egg selling to get some money for your club, you can all organize that with forms. Also, of course, the new subscriptions for the next season could be organized with a form. We have separate webinar on this topic in our Help Center. It's very advanced, the options that you can use for the subscription forms. So we suggest you watch that at a time that you have time and headspace for it. As you have probably already understood by now, the options in the platform are very wide, and the Federation has big ambitions in terms of digitizations. They want to provide you the tools, but of course it takes time to discover all these tools. Same for newsletters. We have a separate webinar for that. Take your time to discover what are the options and to what extent you want to implement it for your clubs. At a shorter term, as said, you can also add news on your homepage. This is news from the Federation, but you can add your own club news by using the Manage News module. For example, if you want to add an own welcome message, I already prepared one, but you can create a new message with the plus button. You can use more languages. It's optional. It's also a setting. But if I activate this article, set to active, you will see that there is an additional welcome to Twizzit here, club news on the homepage, which is shown next to the Federation news. Back to the Manage tab for a small recap. Most important is the CRM model for your contacts and memberships. the club tab where you manage all the club details. If you are eager to get started with the platform, you can already dive into groups and agenda. If you have even more energy, you can dive into the communication modules. We skip the finance modules for now. This is for later. But the admin panel is something that I really want to show you also this evening. It's the, first of all, the settings. You have been invited as a club administrator to use the platform. If someone will help you, if you have other contacts in your club, if you are not the right person to use software, then you can add the admins. So here in the settings, you can add or delete admins. Now I'm admin together with Christophe, but if we want to add John to help us in the club administration, you can add the contact here as long as he is in your CRM, and then all the rights, all the access rights will be created for this additional admin person. Access rights are managed in the access management module based on roles. So you see that an admin automatically has access to all the 142 options that there are in Twisit. There are general rules that are set for all contacts. You can click through them, but these are really default settings that are used by most of our customers based on our experience. So you can make changes to that, but please don't be too adventurous in doing so in order to avoid weird surprises. Also standard are contacts that are part of a group with a manager or responsible function. We have given them a few additional options. These have been discussed with the federation, so these are also standard options that you can change, but that we advise not to make too much changes there, because they have been set with the federation according to what we think is applicable for most of the clubs. You can always check why a user doesn't have any access or does have access. If you say, okay, John, which access does he have? He has access to everything. And why is that? Because he is an admin and because he's also a standard contact. So you can always find a reason why someone has or doesn't have access to a module. As a club admin, you always have the possibility to find help. There is the FAQ and support module. On the one hand, you can click to our help center where you find all necessary information. Our help center is in Dutch and French, so that's the reason why the page doesn't land in English here. But you can always switch languages. It's right here behind the camera screen, but you can switch languages in our help center. I referred earlier to useful webinars. You find them here under our stories. There's a 10-step plan that is consultable for the clubs who become a client of Twisit without link to a federation. So it could be useful to go through these steps, the settings of Twisit, the groups and the agenda. It's what we've discussed. You can go through these steps. It could always be of interest. Perhaps more relevant is a webinar that we have for the starting a new season and planning activities. It really has a focus on groups and agenda, also with a short video that explains you what to do exactly. So this could be really relevant for you. And then of course the webinars for the subscription of new members, which is also applicable for event registration, etc. If you can't find an answer in our help center, the stories are just one part of it. You can also click through all our modules. If you want to go get started with the agenda, you find all the options for the agenda here. If you don't find an answer to your question or to what you want to achieve, there's always the possibility to contact us. Contacting us is through a ticket, so you can create a ticket. It's a small email. These tickets are also being mostly followed up by me, so I'm always happy to help you in case of a question. Be aware that Twisit is Twisit and the federation is the federation, so if you have federation related questions, you still have to address them to the federation. If you have technical questions about the use of Twisit, you can address them to us with a ticket. Briefly getting back to the settings, The settings have also been set for your club in we have discussed this with the federation, how to set the basic of a club as best as possible. If you want to make changes, you can go through the settings, but mostly the settings will already be applicable for a good club functioning. One more detail, under My Twisit, you can change languages under your settings and preferences. I have done the webinar now in English, but if we set to Dutch or French, you will see that under the Manage button for each module, for example CRM, you will see a documentation tab appearing here. This refers directly to our help center, where you can click directly to the article. It's not shown in English because our help center is only in Dutch and French, but if you have set your profile in Dutch or French, you will be able to access also this documentation. Going back to our support module, we've extensively discussed on how to get started. If you have more questions, you can still ask them in the Q&A of this Teams webinar. We've discussed the support options in our platform. There is the extensive help center with written documentation, including video. There are webinars. We are still innovating the platform. We continue to develop new functionalities, or we update existing functionalities. When this is the case, we organize a webinar and you stay informed on when we organize them through our dashboard or by the newsletter that we are sending to all club administrators. In case you have any questions, you can contact us as a club admin. We have the integrated support module that I've shown you for your questions, or to log an issue with the platform if this is the case. More options, we've shown them. The basis is the CRM and the club, manage club options. Teams and agenda, more info will follow in March before the summer competition, before the outdoor competition will start. We will keep you informed on the next steps. The competition, the games will automatically be imported in your Twisit agenda, so you can already use the agenda module to add your trainings. The competition agenda will automatically be synchronized from the federation agenda to your agenda, so more information to follow on that in March. As said, you can discover the rest of your platform with our help center. In case your club would like to have an additional formation, an additional training on how to get into the details with the platform, you can always contact us through the support module, and then we can arrange for same. This being said, it's up to you to get it done and share the fun with your club members. Twisit will help you to have a more efficient club administration, to communicate more efficiently with your members, and also to manage your finances. You will save a lot of time, so it will give you more time to spend on the field and have fun together with your club members. I'm staying a couple of more minutes online in case there are still questions. I'll be happy to answer them in the chat. As said, we will make the recording available of the webinar in case you have missed something. You can always rewatch it. Check also our help center, and in case there are other Twisit related questions, you can always contact us through the support model. Have a nice evening. Thank you for your attention.